Hey, well rising, well rising. So pray with me. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, guardians of the highest love and light. Today is another day, another new day. Our friends, our divine spiritual team of the heavenly wide light, of divine supreme, the divine supreme. Man, you have been blessing me. You've been blessing us. If we're here watching this video today, even participating, we are blessed. We tell you we are blessed. Thank you, thank you, thank you for another wonderful and beautiful day. Thank you, friends, our good friends, the angel team, spirit guide team, ancestors, guardians, all of those who are of the highest love and light that play a part in guiding us, our evolution, helping us, befriending us, teaching us, blessing us, redirecting us, protecting us, and so much more. We thank you, we thank you, we thank you for your support, for your support. Maybe some of us don't speak to you enough. Maybe some of us don't maintain a friendship, a connection with you well enough, if at all. But this is an invitation to begin the friendship with your heavenly divine spirit team, your angelic team, your friendships with your spirit guide team, with the spiritual masters, Yeshua, Buddha, Krishna, all these others. Wherever your faith belongs in whatever way it is, as long as it's based in love and light, whatever you want to call them, Um, Thank you to the Indian deities, the Native American spirit guides, and these are the ones that are my ancestors, and the African, the Orishas as well. And um, then also I was raised with a little bit of Buddha, the Buddhist way, and also the Christian way. So I love Yeshua. I love Mary. I love all of the the priests and the priestesses, priestesses and um, the saints, stuff like that. But mostly, I felt called to Jesus. I felt called mostly to Jesus and to um, Mary. Really, I like to call God the collective of all of them, Yahweh, or even Yah. And I like to even say Jah, because the Rastafari way is also a part of my blood. Um, so, anyways, we just want to say thank you. I thank you guys so much. And, I've realized in speaking to not only you, but also our spirit guide team that's here and forever present, omnipresent, and can hear everything. Um, to my divine being friends, for a long time, um, I felt, oh, I lost my train of thought. Okay, that means skip on, skip on. Never mind. Anyways, I just want to give thanks. I feel to mention the water right now, and I want to just give thanks for the water and thank you for the clean water that we have. Thank you for the air. In where I live now, there was a fire the last couple of days, so thank you that the air has been clearing up and for protecting us and making sure that we are okay and that we are safe and that we have the home space and anywhere where there's been a fire. Yahweh, thank you so much for protecting families. Um, and in Jesus Christ's name, I ask that you protect anywhere else that may experience any kind of natural disasters in their space. Protect their homes, protect their spaces. Though I also know that you do things, Yahweh, in such a way to rearrange, to shake up things, maybe to wake up things, wake up people in certain ways. And sometimes some of us have needed a traumatic kind of event to happen in order to shake up and wake up. And maybe because you've sent many signs that we can see and we cannot see. And so something needed to happen to really ground us to listen. So we just thank you for every single time that you've shaken us up in whatever kind of way, whether painful or not painful, but it took our attention and focused us and redirected us towards our highest good. And we know, Yahweh, we thank you so much that you always guide us and you always redirect us towards our highest good. And I thank you so much for allowing me and guiding me and helping me do this prayer circle um, every week. And thank you for arranging things in such a way so that I have the space consistently to do this prayer circle, to show up, to realign my focus, to realign with you every week, to ground myself, to humble myself, and to um, deepen my connection with you. I maintain a prayer relationship every day with my spirit guide team, and I'm communicating with them constantly throughout the day, almost daily. But for some reason, coming into this prayer space together, it feels a little more special for me because one, I get to uh, share my way of prayer and intuitiveness and psychicness and just kind of communion and friendship with the spirit team, with you, and you with me, which is such a blessing and sweet. And thank you so much for showing up consistently, praying with me, holding space with me, sharing the prayer. Because remember, when two or more come into prayer agreement, it becomes so. When two or more come into agreement, it becomes so. So that's even on the negative sense, you know? But even more so, the things that are the highest and best good, those two come become so even quicker. And therefore, that just even reminds us of our power, how much power we have, that if we focus our energy on positive thoughts, positive agreements, just speaking out positive wishes with each other, how much we can change together just by doing that. Just by I say, hey, today's going to be a good day. You agree, and so it is. Just make that agreement with me. Today and every day is such a good day for me and feels so good. Let's say that affirmation. Today is such a good day for me. It feels good to me. It feels good to those around me. And in my presence, I'll feel ease. And in the presence of all, I feel ease, right? We could also even say, my presence is sacred and it's treated as such. And the presence of all is sacred to me, and I treat it as such, right? Like things like this, and we can agree on this. So let's make that agreement, and so it is, right? But just like in the opposite sense, Yahweh, if there's gossip, if there's negative talk about ourselves, about others, about what's going on the other side of the world, and then so we're talking that we're using our power, if we use our power to speak negative of others or of ourselves or sort of the situations, it's one thing to do it by ourselves, and that's powerful on its own because one person is powerful and oh my gosh, can manifest so much. But then if we do it with another, exchange that gossip and that complaints and all those things with another, if they happen to be a person that is weaker in their affirming positive things or maybe weaker boundaries. They have weak boundaries, um, or they struggle with um, insecurities, or just a lack of having a divine relationship or belief in themselves. Or there's so many reasons why, or maybe you just caught them on a bad day where they're grumpy as well. Um, And if they make that agreement with you, like, oh yeah, oh something's going on over there. I don't know, the gossip this. Oh yeah, I feel this way too. Then that agreement just made it so, and that's how illness becomes stronger, or even just happens. That's disasters can happen around the other side of the world, or in our our town. Um, so if we speak positive with each other, and even if we can't physically see the results of whatever is happening at the moment, simply our belief and the power that we have to just create anything we want to create, especially with the power of our throat, our word. The Bible, all speaks of this in Genesis, the word. It was spoken, and life was spoken, and life began. It was sound that began vibrating things and vibrating out and creating things and creating this ripple effect and moving matter around. And so the power of our sound is so beautiful, especially the power of our sound within. When we begin that sound in our mind, and that even that sound that we say to ourselves, that's a sound. Maybe we can't hear it out loud, but that's a sound inside. And then the sound within the heart, that's another sound as well. The sound that's in our heart, that's the sound of intention. The sound of intention is beautiful. And then when we take that thought and that intention and put it together and put it out of the mouth and put a louder vibration to it, the voice, oh my gosh, that creates such a ripple effect, and matter starts to move. Things start to move. And then if we catch that sound with somebody else's sound, oh my gosh, now the vibration is two and it's doubling up and really can move to matter. So imagine a group of 5, 10, even just 3 people, we are, how powerful we are to really make things change, especially when we intend that from our heart and have the intention of towards the highest good for all rather than just for ourselves. Those are the prayers that are answered immediately and get a little bit more help and happen a little bit more quicker when the prayers are um, intended, at least in my experience, when the prayers are intended not just for ourselves, praying for ourselves, but towards the highest good for all. So something felt to share this. So, okay, if you're wanting to catch some agreements, make some agreements, I'm here for you. I am here to make some agreements with you. I love to do that. I hold my faith strong, and I have cultivated my faith. It's not been something that I started with. When I was 18, I had little to somewhat faith, and I was experimenting with faith. I was testing out prayer and saying, "Hey, okay, I heard that you answer things. I could communicate with you." And right now I can feel the angels are laughing and like, yeah, it's been so silly. I can just feel the lightheartedness of that time with me. And yeah, I was testing them, and they want you to test them, because that will help you figure out a relationship and figure out and be amazed. Um, but I was testing them and testing Yahweh and said, okay, we need diapers. We need diapers. You know, and miracles happen. My babies receive the clothing and the things that they need without us having to go buy anything, just from out of nowhere, just people giving and this and that, even when I didn't ask them directly. And the clothing, I knew it would come from Yahweh because the clothing would say like little things on it that were exactly their personality. I have 3 kids and exactly their personality. They would actually even give me a preview into what their personality is going to be when I saw these little sayings on them, and it fit them exactly right and perfectly in the designs, and it was just so cute. And I just knew in my spirit that was directly from Yahweh, blessing them, blessing us too. Um, and then there are prayers that weren't answered because the answer was simply no. And we don't like that. We don't like that, like a kid, can I have the candy? No. But why? Just no. Sometimes that's the parents, but Yahweh, Yahweh, it doesn't say no because of no reason. It's because the omnipresent being, the creator of all things that is in you and me, that is us, has so many eyes, so many, and loves us and wants our highest and best good. So like a parent would say to a kid, can I have candy? Well, no, your teeth gonna fall out, We don't even need to give the reason sometimes. Sometimes we do. But they don't need to have too much. Maybe the answer is yes, but a little bit. Or maybe the answer is yes sometimes, but not yet, because we're not prepared for it yet. Sometimes the answer is yes to our prayers, but not yet. Because and whatever we ask for, Yahweh gets right away, and the angels get right away. They get to preparing us for that prayer the result of that prayer that we asked for. Some of the prayers that we ask for and the things that we ask for and we pray for, we're not even mentally prepared to hold that, or we maybe we are not ready to be responsible for what that truly is, or maybe we need to be prepared to understand how to respect that level of being or lifestyle or whatever it is that we're asking for. Or maybe we need a little bit more education and wisdom to understand how to take care of that, or how to even navigate through that. Or, there's so many reasons why Yahweh answers prayers quickly, slowly, and not at all. Um, but I guarantee you, they're always heard. Our prayers are always heard. So always pray. Because at bare minimum, if you don't even believe that your prayers are being heard, at bare minimum, you friendship. And that's always beautiful to have a friendship with your angel team, with the spirit guide team, with your ancestors, your guardians, the spiritual masters. And I feel that all of these collectively are the personalities of Yahweh. This is like a Hindu kind of understanding. Like the deities are the personalities of Yahweh, just like there's many, 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 many of us, right? We are all one. We are all God. We are all children of God. We are all a part of the all. And yet we are so different, and we all have our own zest and contribution towards life through who we are individually too. And just like in this way, to me, the sacred, my sacred team of my angels, my spirit guides, ancestors, guardians, spiritual masters, deities, orishas, and all the different uh, um, gods and goddesses and divine beings of love and light that I like to call on for help. They all have different personalities that and specialties that they have that I call on them for. The music angels, oh, music angels, please bless me today. I give thanks and please be with me every single day, blessing my voice for singing so well, so sweet, in such a way that really liberates all others around me and who hear, and also brings them chills and brings them in divine connection and love and truth and deeper in connection with you. Oof, oof, oof. And Saraswati, thank you for that music education. I appreciate you for lifting that musical vibration of me and my children and my friends and family, whoever want that kind of energy. And thank you so much for being with us too, today and every day. Thank you. See, so I called on Saraswati as an Indian deity who, what I've learned so far anyways, the goddess of music education. And ever since I called on this one, she's been, man, music education has been coming to me. I've been absorbing it so much. It's been great. My music skills have been improving quickly. I just heard my friend say yesterday she calls on the music angels before her and her husband go on for a show. And so I'm taking that on. I love that, to call them the music angels. And, we can create whatever we want to. We don't even have to have these, because we are creators. We can create our own, divine beings that have capabilities that we want to activate in us, you know. Um, but all of these are just a part of the whole personality of love. That's the point. That's all the point. So it's all good. It's all great. And I like to say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, my friends. In Jesus Christ's name. Amen. Ashe. Shalom. Namaste. All the things. Based in love and light every day. Hey. And so I feel to pray even more um, to Source. So just speaking to Source, the creator of all things, you are so beautiful. Let's give you your due praises. You're just so gorgeous. You're so beautiful. You're so intelligent. You're so smart. You're so everything. And I'm talking about Ori. I give you thanks, Ori. Thank you, Ori, my divine higher mind, my divine self that is all things, that is omnipresent energy. You are so powerful. Satnam Wahe Guru. Look up what that means too. Very beautiful, you know. But I know some faiths feel that this God energy is outside of them. And I can understand why they feel that way because of the way it's taught. You know, some of their faiths are taught this way, like some of the Christian ways. The at least the information in the Christian Bible and stuff is not taught this way. It's not saying that, but the way it's being translated makes people think that know that God is love, but also makes people think that God is outside of them. And that's unfortunate because it disempowers and makes people think that they have to go outside to look for love or they have to go outside to access this whole, you know, energy. But you know, there's so much history and other, you know, faiths that really go deep into helping us understand that we are the omnipresent energy. We are the essence. And yet at the same time, right, this interesting, mysterious contradiction that is the yin yang life, right? Um, this omnipresent energy is also outside of us. But always the energy of love. The omnipresent energy is the energy of love. So if anything, Spirit keeps bringing up to me the word love, love, love. And what I'm feeling like Spirit's saying right now is, if anything, it doesn't even matter what religion or what faith, you know, you're part of. If it's based in love, if it makes you feel love, makes you give love, and it's love all around, you're receiving, like it's just love. That is it. That's it. You did it. Because the omnipresent energy is love, period. Um, and so what is love? What is love? That maybe that could be the next question. And that's something that we want to better understand. What is love? For those of us who maybe haven't seen the example of it in a way that we needed to see the example of it. Because let me tell you, when the sun is shining every single day for all of your life, the sun has been out, even if behind the clouds, that's love. That's a commitment and a half, dedication. Dedication to your food source, to you being energized, and to every single life on this planet being energized. In order for these plants to grow, it needs a little sun, right? And we are like a tree, we are like a plant. That is love. When the rain pours down and feeds us, gives us water to drink, gives the plants and the animals water to drink, that's love. Dedication right there. Um, most of us look for, oh, let me say this, when the plants are blooming, unapologetically they bloom. They don't wait for you. They don't wait for me, you know. And they don't care who's looking. They just bloom, 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 and so beautiful, shining, you know. And they're blessed and they feel so happy when you communicate with them and when you admire their beauty. That's love. These plants, they bloom for us. And just because, whether somebody's acknowledging them or not, that's love. And then there's the love of our pets, of animals. Then we can go on to the animal beings, right? The human animals and um, the wild animals and the domestic animals. You know, um, one would say dogs show love the best. You know, they're totally dedicated. I feel like dogs are an excellent example of consistent turn the other cheek forgiveness. They are really good at that. They don't care how you've been all day, your mood up and down, this, they are there for you, period, all day, every day, if you let them. There's love, you know. Um, but most of us, we look for love in people. And and a lot of us can create, and I'm saying this because I used to feel in this way, so I understand the feelings, and I've been able to get over this hump and find the other side of this. Um, but a lot of us are used to looking for love in people, and so we would say, "Oh, I didn't have love growing up." Really, we did. It just maybe wasn't in the people around us or didn't come from the people around us because they too they were looking for love in the ways that no one or known. But it was always coming to us. Love was always there, through the sun, through the air, through the plants, in these ways that we did not give thanks, gratitude, and acknowledgement to. But also having gratitude and I mean having compassion for ourselves, we didn't know to. Most of us didn't know to, especially if we lived in an American town, city, raised as American. Most of us are not raised to acknowledge and praise Yahweh through the plants and know that God is the plants too, and the earth and the animals and all life other than just people, as if we are the center of the universe, you know. We are and we are not at the same time, which is so interesting, such an interesting concept. Um, and so, yet we have always been surrounded by love, always been loved. Have you eaten a taco? That's love, y'all. If you've had a taco, you've experienced love. You've experienced one of the forms of love, right? Because that animal lived its life and thrived and um, whatever, if you had a meat taco, right? And lived out his purpose to serve you and to nourish you. And you enjoyed that so much. And even all the vegetables maybe you had on your taco or and all the things that were grown to make that taco or that burrito or that salad or whatever it is you're eating. That's love. All those plants grew just for you. Whether they were even treated right or not, they were dedicated to nourish you. That is love. And that's the love that we don't acknowledge enough. That's the love that we haven't acknowledged enough. So I just want to give thanks. Give thanks so much to the love of the nourishment that we get. Or to give thanks to those that nourish us spiritually and physically, to the plant medicines, to all the plant life, the animal life, and all the other life other than human that we are not aware of too. Thank you so much for nourishing us, for strengthening us, for healing us, for holding us, for soothing us, and whatever other things you have been doing that we are unaware of. I thank you so much for your light, your love. Thank you for your dedication to just being and for us. Thank you so much. Such a beautiful sensations, all the beautiful sensations that you brought to our lives and memories in small and big ways that we don't acknowledge and that have helped us thrive, that we have been aware of. So to all those little lives, quote unquote, little, really, I think they're so big. I think an ant's life is bigger than we really even understand. But hi, Yoshi. Hi, you want to say hi? You want to say hi, Yoshi? This is my daughter's cat, Yoshi. Hi, Yoshi. This is one of the lives. Yoshi's, you're looking for food? Your mama's gonna feed you in a second. You gotta wait. But thank you to these beautiful lives. Anyways, I feel to just take a moment of silence. And if you want to join me in that moment of silence to give thanks for these little lives, quote unquote, that really have been helping us thrive, that truly have been giving us love, um, and giving us a moment of silence to create a new relationship with them, to begin a relationship, if at all. and to I invite you to take this opportunity to completely, for a moment, disregard and totally take out the human relationships, the human sources of love that we've looked for, right? And try to get or felt like we needed in order to actually feel love. And let's acknowledge and have a moment of friendship and connection with all the other life that is so willing and helping us thrive. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you guys so much. Thank you to all that is light, that is love. Thank you so much. Thank you to the divine supreme, the omnipresent creator of all things, Yahweh. Yahweh, I love you. I love you, my friend, my best friend, my love, my everything. You are so sweet. You're so beautiful. You're so creative. You're so divine. You're so kind. You're so compassionate. You're so forgiving, understanding. You're just powerful, beautiful, amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you, my good friend. Blessed, blessed, blessed. We are blessed. Mm. So how was that? So wonderful. I pray for you to have a wonderful, beautiful relationship with all living beings, human too. And I feel to say also, Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be well cared for, supported, feel loved, cherished, honored, have peace, enjoy peace, be nourished, have what they need, experience the pleasant surprise of what they want, and just thrive. And I just thank you so much. Thank you so much, Yahweh. Today's a good day, and so it is.